for Butler. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
One shot.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got Lowry, Hachimura out there with prime time. Then it's Bam Adebayo, and it's Garrett in at the 2. Down low, Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Assisted by.
Yeah, Bam gets himself a little bit of elbow room, and that's a confident-looking shot.
Morris passes to Beal. Now here's Gafford. It's Morris atop the key. Outside Beal. Oh, good with the triple. He'd have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, thanks, Kevin. The Wizards head coach did talk to me a few minutes ago. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get and let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David.
Rui Hachimura is one of those guys who you're assured of as putting in the work in the offseason. His shot has gotten a little bit more accurate, and the confidence that he plays with continues to grow. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Oh, man, what a shot. He hit that from another time zone.
Wizards trail by 10. You know, Brumman, we talk about destination franchises. Miami has got to be in the conversation for being number 1. Agree?
Well, Kevin, if it was December and I invited you to, let's say, South Beach for a dinner, would you come?
Are you kidding me? Of course.
Absolutely, you would. But beyond the weather, it's the culture there in Miami. And certainly it keeps attracting top-tier free agents. LeBron James, Jimmy Butler, Kyle Lowry. There's more to come.
GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass. Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Now into the lineup for your Wizards.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. He gets that one.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Outside Jefferson. Pass to prime time. And a miss there on the triple. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Knicks in New York.
And you guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
Well, maybe they went into that game thinking rebounding not something they needed to focus on. They absolutely did.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Davis. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. There's the double team with Martin. Fires the 3.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
And it's Davis missing. Jefferson passing to prime time. That one drops for him. Prime time's got 5 now.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Avdia can't hit. The Heat leading by 10. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. In the corner, it's Jefferson. This one for 3, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from Primetime. Primetime's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Heat. Hines, while recovering. Hines, the pass to Reed. Avdia with it. The 3 ball. No good that time.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball.
24. DC family, it's time to welcome.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Morris and Beal are the guards.
21.
Kyle Kuzma is out there with Reed. And it's Kispert in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Outside, Beal. Back to Morris. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Took him no time at all on that one. Jefferson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Morris has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 19. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. To the inside. Kispert, no good.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Prime Time's shot is good.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Beal, the pass to Kispert. Back to Beal. The pass to Kuzma. And another miss by Washington.
Yeah, that miss might stick with them for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Prime Time. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Sweet to be a difference maker in a game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Reed. Heat also with the sub. Hachimura is checked in. Brent, it's been well documented. Three-point shooting is at an all-time high. You see. And so it's Miami taking a 19-point lead into the break.
With the score, your Wizards 27, the Heat 46.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. Checked in for Miami. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 1.
Free throw good, Lowry. Kyle Lowry has an incredibly sharp mind for the game of basketball, doesn't he, Brent?
Kyle thinks the game just so well out there. You drop him in any situation, and he's going to figure it out. So for any team, he's a great floor leader, and he's one of those guys that in clutch moments you know is going to come through.
And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Adebayo. Prime Time is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Lowry, and it's Garrett in at the 2 guard.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Prime Time, the pass to Garrett. Outside Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Prime Time. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
3-point field goal.
Butler's got 5 assists in the game.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now, here's Kispert. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Back to Kuzma. Beal from long range. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Primetime. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Morris kicks to Kispert. Sinks the triple. Kispert's got 7 points.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
To the middle. Here's Primetime, and he dunks it down.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here. Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's Primetime.
Okay.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Here's Kispert. Misses off the right iron.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button, like we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Beal, the pass to Kuzma. Now, here's Kispert, defended by Butler. The Wizards with another miss.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Here's Primetime. 30 points in the game. Good on the triple.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Now here's Beal. Not a lot of room. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Possession to
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Just 4 seconds left to play in the third. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
They are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the fourth.
And so it's Miami way out in front. Their lead at 38 points as we close out the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
I like the activity, guys. Active hands, active feet.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Avdia. He's out there with Davis. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Lyles. Now the pass to Primetime. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Primetime's got 38 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Davis, the pass to Hines. Back to Davis. Brent, with the way shooting has evolved, do you think they might move the three-point line further out at some point?
I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, but I have heard some great ideas, and who knows?
Avdia can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Primetime, guarded by Reed. Primetime, and it's Miami with another.
With the finish line in sight, this guy is determined to be the one to put the game away.
To the paint, here's Reed, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Wasted no time on that one. Primetime's got 43 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Hines, the pass to Reed. It's Davis on the wing. 5 to shoot from past the arc. The shot off that time. The Heat go the other way with it. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Hines, guarded by Jackson. Offensive rebound. Reed misses. For Miami, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Primetime, the pass to Jefferson. Jovic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Not hard to see.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew,
Board members.